Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Today we are vibe coding a $100 million game for Peter Level's Vibe Jam. Let's go. First things first, we got to share the link to the stream on X and let everybody know that we are live. We're doing the thing. The goal today, we're going to write out our goals in a minute here. We're going to write out our goals, and I'm going to show you the game that we have so far. Because we got a good game so far. And we'll take a look at the competition also and see what they have going on and make sure that we are we're in first place. And we'll take a look at the competition also. I don't know why the stream doesn't look that great of quality. That's kind of annoying. Like on OBS, it looks fantastic, but on we'll take a look at the competition. I'm gonna stop. Why the stream doesn't look that? Oh, whoops. Okay. I am tweeting this out. Let everybody know that I'm live. Here's the link. Here I am. And we shall see how that goes. All right, let's dive right into it. So what we have so far, hold on, I'm going to tell Claude, can you please get this game started in the local environment, localhost 8000? All right, so that's loading it up locally. I'm going to show you guys what we have so far. All right, so the game is available online right now at don'tdie.wtf, and you can almost think about it as like Nazi zombies in space. And so, graphically, I think that it's really great with the textures that we have. This is basically 3JS, and it has a whole bunch of textures loaded on top of I don't know what they call it, like the triangles. And then Claude Code pulled this space background from NASA, so this is actual space, believe it or not. And the game is running at 60 FPS, but I've tried this on like my Windows computer, my gaming computer, and it'll play at 270 FPS. The server that it's running on doesn't really like it. It kind of will like bog down every now and then when there's too many people like chasing me or fighting me. So the way the game works now is I have these guys chasing after me. And when I kill them, they'll drop ammo, and they'll drop health as well. And also, I have these rocks on the ground, these purple and these gold rocks. So I can grab these, and that gives me ammo and health also. We have completely directional sound, so you can hear the enemy's footsteps where they're coming from, which is like really nice. And then we have sound that I just downloaded from like MP3 site for reloading, for shooting the gun, for ammo falling on the ground after the gun is being shot, and the gun and the animation was grabbed off of this like Sketchfab site or something like that, which I know the game is supposed to be 90% AI generated code, which we're going to be like 99% AI generated code, so I don't think it's a big deal that these guys I grabbed off of a site called Sketchfab, and I grabbed the gun and like the reload and shooting animation off of a site called Sketchfab. So our biggest issue right now, as you can see, is the game is very repetitive in nature. It's just running away from these guys and turning around and shooting them. Trying to find ammo and health to stay alive as you go. Which is fun for about 2 rounds, and then it gets very, it's just too repetitive. So I'm thinking like either every other round or something like that, we need to throw in a like a change of pace so that the game doesn't feel so stale, you know? Like, it's fun grabbing stuff and doing that. Some other things that we could do to make it a little bit more exciting are like when you shoot these guys or when you pick up these rocks, it could drop like a power-up of some sort. So like you could move twice as fast, or your gun doesn't need to be reloaded, or you have infinite ammo, or when you grab it, it is like a one-shot kill, so you can just like really quickly go through them, which I think that's probably where we should go to first, is actually a random one-drop kill, a random drop that when you pick it up, it's a one-shot kill, and we'll have like a nice audio come over that's like one-shot kill upgrade or something like that, or just like an upgrade audio, and then we'll have like a one-shot kill text with a countdown timer over the screen to show you that, like, well, you have this. It's one-shot kill is enabled. All right, so let's close this out for now, and then I'm gonna open it up in localhost. We do also need to do some, we have to do some optimizations to make it so that the game loads pretty much like instantaneously, because right now it does take like a couple of seconds for when you drop in, and I don't want it really to be like that. So on localhost, I have some stuff that is like a little bit further along than the actual game. The game URL is don'tdie.wtf. I should I'll put that in chat real quick. Let me close that so it's not making sounds. But I'll put that as an overlay here, and that way there, if anybody joins the chat, we can they can go and play the game. Game don't die.wtf. Game URL. Okay. And then a little bit smaller. And we should probably make this like black or something like that. Is it possible to change the color? It's gotta be. Yeah. Select color. Make it red or something like that. Oh. I don't know why you would want that to be a gradient. It's kind of weird. All right. We have that in there. Cool. All right, let's let's say randomly, I would like to have the enemies and both of the rocks that you can open up in the game drop a power-up, just like the health or ammo power-up, so that when you get it, it turns your weapon into a one-shot kill when you shoot enemies, no matter what the enemy is. Alright, so we got that going, and then I'm going to open a second tab or a new window, and we will have another Claude instance running, and I'm going to say when you hit escape or go to the main menu, I would like the game to be muted. And that way there, when we have the game open here in stream, it's not going to be ultra annoying in the background there. All right, so real quick, while this is loading up here, I want to take a look at the competition, because I have not done that yet, and we'll just see what other people are working on. All right, so I feel like everybody's using 3JS to do their games, but nobody has figured out the textures thing. You know, like there's no textures over this, so it just looks extremely AI generated, and it seems like that's what most people are doing. All right, this is levels. He doesn't count. This guy's game is incredible. This is really good. He still does not have textures. He has lighting, and there's like effects going on, which are really cool. But you can tell he does not have textures going on either. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like a geometric shape with lighting and color on top of it. And I feel like the textures plus the lighting, plus like nice high frame rate, is kind of what takes it to the next level. Like here we have this guy. Same thing though, you know, no textures. It looks like he does have a model for his car, which is cool. That's nice. All right, MRR Hunter. I knew, my first thought for the game was going to be making something that's like monthly recurring revenue. But I knew right away that everyone was going to be doing that. All right, so this one you just kind of drive around and you try to get as many orbs as possible. Okay. It's from last year. Okay, another one. This is vibey. It's definitely vibey, but still no textures, just like geometric shapes. Whoa, this guy this guy's a very similar looking game to me. I still don't think that it's actual real textures, you know? I don't know what's going on with this. This is crazy. That's too much. Wow, this looks really good. Oh, this is for last year, though. This also looks really good. All right. And there I am. Hello, hello. All right. So let's pull this back open. Let's see where we're at. All right. A little bit of intro lag. Let's see if it drops the, if it drops one of the power-ups for like the insta-kill. Don't see it. You hear that health thing though? Oh, let me see. Yeah, it's great. It's my favorite. Alright, no power-up yet. 15% chance. Alright, let's go like that. And let's go... Just so that I can test it out, can you up the chance of it dropping to 100%? And that did not mute. That's annoying. When you press escape or otherwise set exclamation audio listener set match mutes all 3GS gunshots, enemy sounds when you close. Volume is restored to 1. Huh. I was gonna say this did not work. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to press enter here. Alright, so done. Enemy will drop now. Alright, let's pull it back up. Let's see what we got. Where are they? They did not drop it. Ah, it's so annoying. Nothing. Okay. Refresh and test it out. Let me know when you want me to set it back to 15%. I am still not seeing anything dropped for a power-up when I kill enemies or open up the rocks. Huh. Spawn drop code looks fine. The drop chance at line 50 still filters. I don't know. Now everything is forced to 100% power up drops for both enemies rocks with no random filtering. Refresh and try again. You should see orange glowing skull pickups every time. Alright. Let's try it. Make sure you can see the game. Okay, here we go. No. This is so weird because it's been one-shotting every single thing, and then now it's not. Let's see what the dev tools say. Still getting no glowing orange skull for any of the kills or opening up the rocks at all. Do you want to console log some stuff and see if we can figure out what's going on? Alright, so basically that's my number one like debugging strategy when I'm vibe coding there, is because it can't see the output, so I'll just have it try to fix it and then add console logging, so that way there I can run it and then copy the console logs and then paste it back into the chat and see if it can fix it. Okay. Refresh. Let's see if we got it. Oh, it's super loud, huh? We'll turn that down. Ow. I hope you can see. Well, I guess you can just try it out and get the voice. I don't think it works on Safari. I think it only works on Chrome. Man, this is so frustrating. Not working at all. I'm going to paste this, and I'm going to say, killed enemies, smashed rocks. There is nothing in the console log, and there is nothing in the game. I don't know how this is possible. Like, did they nuke Opus 4.6 that bad that it can't... It can't do the game anymore? It can't build games anymore? I hope not. Alright, let me hit a hard refresh. Oh, I think maybe this time, yep, there we go. Nice. Cool. Oh, that's so satisfying, though. I think that's the worst, that's gotta be the worst. That's gotta be the worst icon for that. But, that's super satisfying. Alright, that makes things a lot more fun. So when you randomly get one of those, like every, whatever, maybe I'll have it like 30% chance. Then it's way more easy, I guess, to have the levels go further. Alright, cool. I'm gonna say, okay, that is working great. Bring the drop percentage chance down to 20%. Here we go. So, I feel like on top of having, we added the power up, so that's fun. That adds variety. Like, we got to keep adding variety in any way that we can. Basically, we can have the environment change. We can have enemies change. We can have power-ups. Health, ammo. I think we gotta try to have enemies change, but not have the... But not have the game get too bogged down. So this is where I got the first enemy. It'd be cool if we got like a funny enemy. And maybe there were some that like shot you and didn't actually like totally run after you. Is that possible? Let's find out. Who do we got for a guy that looks like that looks badass? Either badass or funny is what we got to go for. Like, this would be fucking hilarious right here. I think we I think we have to go with this, just try it out, just see what where this takes us. And then yeah, we go from there. Hold on one second.
I did too.
All right. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't see you were chatting, Marty. I don't know why the chat is not working. Let me see if I can get it working. I don't plan on having it multiplayer, but if I could get it multiplayer, I feel like that'd be so sick. Let me edit the chat so I can get this in there. Paste. Okay. Alright. This is kind of janky, but we're just going to go with it. Who cares? Right? All right. At least we have some chat on there. Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's get this guy rolling. Yeah, Marty, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do multiplayer or not. Multiplayer is great because it makes it more fun, but then like it needs to also be able to be single player only. Let's go to animations. And then man, it'd be mad funny if we had him die when they get shot. If their attack was just jumping on you. Oh my god. I just don't know how silly I want to make the game. You know? Alright, so we'll have it do I guess we'll have it do kicks. MMA kick. What else do we have? Let me type in attack. Brutal assassination. Oh man, zombie attack. Oh, the jump attack is so good. Imagine if I just had them all jump attacking at you. All right. Let me sign in. Let me sign in and download this. And then we will we'll try out this. Oh, I lost my guy. There he is. Use his character. Animations. Attack. Do 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 do. So jump attack is gonna be it, I think. Oh god, this is so stupid. Alright, I should have this going. When the game first starts, can you have a very fast loading bar go to make sure that like the sky and the textures for the moon landing, the moon ground and all that are loaded before we can actually like jump into the game? Okay. So we downloaded that. We're going to go into Dreadnought and then paste mutant jump attack. Oh shit. Rename this to jump attack. I'm gonna name it Fat Guy Jump Attack, and then I'm also gonna download him without just the T-pose. Basically, I think the way this works is you have to download him, like the character you're gonna use, just by himself, and then you have to download like him with the animations, if that makes sense. So like you have the attack animation, you have the run animation, which we need to figure out which run animation we're going to use right now. Be great if they had a funny run for him. if he's just doing this nonstop. How do I zoom out? If he's just run jumping at you. Oh, yes, yes. Naruto running. Yes. All right, this is perfect. Oh my god, we're making so much progress here. This is great. All right, download that. Let's get this game going. Let's get the game tuned up. We'll rename Fat Guy Run. Okay, we'll jump in there. Perfect. I have added Fat Guy Run, Fat Guy, and Fat Guy Jump Attack. Can we have every other level it switch the enemies from the mutant to the fat guy, but make sure we are being ultra smart and performant about the way we are loading these to make sure that everything loads instantly and does not cause a ton of stutters or performance issues. All right, let me check and see if it got the loading animation. Oh, there it is. It takes too long, though. It's fine that it takes too long because I'll have it figure out how to make it take a lot less. Oh, it's literally so much more fun with the fucking single shot kill thing. Like, that makes it so much better. I do think that this environment just needs to be... It just needs to have more stuff going on. And I don't exactly know how to, like, jazz it up quite yet. Because I'm not a game designer. But it's got to feel like $100 million. Yeah, it's so much better with the one-shot kill thing. Because then you're going through waves faster and stuff like that. Like, we need to start thinking more like short form, like TikTok addiction style gaming. You know, which by switching the enemies and stuff like that, we are definitely headed in that direction. But we just need to even do more, like way more, like switch the gun, switch the enemies, somehow switch the terrain in the sky and stuff like that. And that'll all make it much more so it says these are large Mixamo FBX files, 41 megabytes each. Now our refactor enemies.js to preload both enemy types at a nit and spawn the right one per wave. The key for performance, both are loaded in parallel to startup. Templates are cloned at spawn time. But I don't think we want that because we want it to pretty much load immediately when the game starts. I don't know why this stream looks so low res. What is wrong with that? Oh, it's good. It might be better. Thank you, Abel. Okay. So, hard refresh. Wave 1 should be mutants. Wave 2. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. Come on. Okay, it's wave 2. Give me a one shot. Alright, wave 2. Let's see if the guys come in. The big fat boys. Alright, it just lagged like a little bit when that happened. There he is! Look at it, he's Naruto running at me! Let's see if he attacks me the right way. Oh, he is! But they're not really jumping. Like, I want them to jump forward at me when they're doing that, you know? Oh, it's kind of terrifying. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, they should be jumping forward at me when this is happening. Oh my god, I'm about to die to these guys. I don't know if I like those guys. I mean, maybe if they could jump at me. When the fat guys start their attack, can you make them close the distance towards me so that they get like a little speed boost? Jumping forward, like actually towards me and at me, so that the odds of them actually landing their attack are a lot higher. All right, we'll see if that helps. I don't know if I love the vibe of that, because it just kind of, because it could be a serious game, you know? It could be not a funny game. But I feel like if we did have something funny slash fun, the odds of it like standing out or going viral would be a lot higher for the competition that it's in. So, I don't know. I feel like we gotta almost choose the direction we want to head with this. No, I think it is fun. I think we gotta leave the fucking guys coming at us like that. Well, we gotta figure out a way to make it more difficult, because right now we're just running away like stupid idiots. It's not actually challenging, you know, which is not good. Like, it needs to be far more difficult than what it is here. I guess we can ask. Well, we just made him lunge at us. So let's see if lunging at us makes it any more challenging. We'll clear out wave 1 real quick here first. These guys. Alright, wave 1 cleared. Let's get wave 2 in here. Come on. Alright, here he is. Here he is. Let's see if he jumps at me. Oh, he does. Oh, he gets in your face. Oh, there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay. Okay. Alright, that is too difficult. That is too difficult, and they're like completely on top of you, which is too much. Like, there should be a little bit more distance between them and you, but they should still be in the attack range. And it's too difficult because they can just immediately like swarm you completely and kill you. But we need to figure out how to like increase the skill gap of the game, because right now we're just running away from them constantly like idiots, reloading the gun, and there's really no skill whatsoever to it. So maybe I don't know, like one of the ways I'm thinking of making it more difficult is we could have it randomly have the enemy, like some of them are fast and can do the jump on you thing, and then some of them are just regular speed, and then you have to kill the fast ones or something. I don't know. What do you think? Alright, I'm gonna make a BRB screen. I'm gonna be right back in 2 seconds. Alright, so I had a great thought when I was gone. Move that. First of all, why does this camera not want to focus? This is Sandy frustrating. Why? Why is he doing this to me? Alright, I think I got it. Jesus. Okay. So I think that we have it change the environment like every 5 rounds or something like that. So it's changing enemies and it changes the environment. Like the next one we do like grassy hills or something like that with like a blue sky. And then we have like flying things attacking us. This is taking too long to load. We got to figure out how to make that take less long to load. And I didn't send that command by accident. Every 4 levels. Hold on. I would like for the surface that we're walking on in the sky and just the environment overall to change completely. So let's build a new environment before the space environment so that we can see it change right now. And let's make it like grassy hills with a like beautiful blue sky with clouds and the sun. I can find textures and stuff for the grass. And I'll find a new lighting map as well. But let's get the base built first. Alright, so good fat. Here's what I suggest for both issues. Fix the fat guy aggression. Wants to fix the fat guy aggression. Alright, so fix the fat guy aggression. Pull back the lunge speed and initiation range so they close distance but don't pile on top of you. Add a longer cooldown between their jump attacks so you have windows to fight back. For skill gap, I think mixing types per wave is the way to go. Every wave has both mutants and fat guys. Mutants are fast but die in fewer hits. Fat guys are slow but tanky. As waves progress, the ratios shift. More fat guys later. This forces you to prioritize, kill the fast ones rushing you first, then deal with slow tanks. How does Call of Duty Zombies make their game feel sort of like it has a skill gap when fighting with like the zombies and stuff? Does it have different zombie types or is it just map elements? You know what? We're gonna watch. Call of Duty Zombies. And get some inspiration going. So there's different weapons, there's power-ups, which is cool and fun. The headshot multiplier is definitely awesome. There's also a hit marker. Classic COD zombies actually had a pretty shallow enemy variety. It's mostly the same base zombie. The skill cap comes almost entirely from systems mastery and movement. What creates a skill gap? Kitting zombies into tight groups by running loops around the map. Point management. As you earn more points for body shots plus knife finishes than headshots early on. Map knowledge. Huh. Making the movement / kitting feel good so players can train enemies, giving the player meaningful resource decisions, ammo conservation, when to reload, when to grab pickups, power up timing, like you're watching, knowing when to grab it for max value. I don't know. We'll start by pulling back the lunge speed and initiation range. Let's do that. Start with this. Great. Also, I think we definitely need to add headshots and we need to add hit markers as well. And I forgot to tell this one to make it very performant. Just unfortunate, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Huh. Alright, I gotta wait until this second one finishes. Let's try it out. We got our new area. Yes, okay, great. We gotta get this guy looking way better than that. And we gotta add some textures and stuff to this. Oh man, it's so laggy. really laggy for some reason having this new area. Huh, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it has both the space and the other ones. Yeah, it made it so much more laggy. It's not good. But it is way better with the fat guy updates. I want to get to level 4 here and then see if it actually updates the map back to the space map. There we go. Oh man, I gotta get rid of this. Whatever it did made it way too laggy. I wish this would come in so I could kill these guys. It's so funny when the nerds run at you like that. Oh, they're definitely still really strong. Darn it! I didn't. See, that was pretty good because I did actually like die. You know. So maybe we can just have the mutant guys in space for 4 levels. And then have the fat guys here. Or have something ridiculous like a dodo bird running at you. And then that's kind of funny and fun. I'm about to die again. Because they're too strong still. They're way too strong. Unless you have the one-shot kill thing, they're too strong still. Alright. The fat guys are way too strong still. I mean, not way too strong, but they're like a little bit too strong. So we should dial them back a bit. Adding this second terrain area has made the game way laggy and just it'll stutter every now and then and has performance issues all of a sudden. So I don't know if there's some sort of compression or any sort of performance optimization we can do to make it feel massively more optimized, but we need to figure that out. Alright, while it's doing that, I'm gonna grab some grass textures. Grass textures have been downloaded. Let's see if the fat guys are still way too strong. So See, somebody who would be better at debugging would have this set up so that they can just automatically go to what they're trying to test instead of actually playing the game through to that kind of part, but whatever. W9CA, where'd you get the moon map? I got the moon map. I had 3JS build the moon map, and then I put textures. I had to build the moon map, and then I had to build like I had to build rocks and stuff like that. And so the textures came from this site called Free PBR. So it just downloads like moon rock textures and puts it over the top of like the 3JS polygons or whatever they're called. You know, like it just builds a rough shape and then it fills in the textures, and then it builds rocks and then it fills in the textures over the top of the rocks. And then like for the sky, I had to download an actual sky from NASA and then add in it was like sunset lighting map, which I don't know about any of this stuff, but yeah, I downloaded the NASA sky, so it's the real space, and then it put a lighting map over the top that was like sunset. This is all vibe coded, so I wish I could tell you like, oh, I got this from there, but I didn't really get all the stuff myself, because 90% of this has to be vibe coded. Oh no, I lost my camera. Hold on. Back? We're so back. Okay. All right, so let's get the what do we want here? Let's see, it said it optimized this. We'll see how optimized this is. Oh, it actually does feel way more optimized. Like it feels way better. Not even close. Like this is running smooth compared to before. And this is only on 60 FPS because of the way I have like the HDMI cord going out of the MacBook, unfortunately. These motherfuckers, you gotta be careful. I'm dead. I'm dead here. I'm definitely dead. No. Alright, see, that was good. That was good because I was able to survive, but it was really hard. I think that's like where you want to be. So I need to add textures to the oh shit, I might be dead here. I need to add textures for the grass, and I need to add textures for like for the sky, or not textures for the sky. I need to get like a good sky background like I did with the NASA space background situation, which will be much better. No. Keep missing these. No. Damn it. Okay. So, let's say I added texture for the grass. Can we please throw that in there? And where can we find a beautiful sky to change out that is more realistic, sort of like the space sky that we got from NASA? Okay, and then let's go to... I gotta find the lighting maps. Because there was these like lighting maps that I found that were awesome for this. HDR environment lighting from Polyhaven. Let's check these out. Okay. Where's that one that it just had? It looks so good. These are like lighting maps that I don't really fully understand, to be honest with you. But it kind of just like affects literally the lighting and shadows in the game. But they're like taken from the real world, which makes it super cool. And this is how I made this space feel like way more real. Let's go for it. I added a lighting map. It's called like Tree Line Driveway or something like that. Can you put that in there, please? For a realistic sky, the current space sky uses a NASA star map EXR from textures environment. For the grasslands biome, you'd want an HDR XDR sky with blue sky, clouds, and sunlight. Here are the best free resources. Oh, it didn't get the grass textures. There's a folder called Stylized Grass for the grass textures. This is an absolute mess. Like, if a real video game designer saw this, they would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No doubt. All right, let's see how this is looking. Restart it. I still have not gotten to see the map change because, oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. Stop it. This is so bad. This is so bad. I mean, the texture... I guess the texture is not horrible, but how are you supposed to use this texture? Because this is definitely not the way you're like supposed to use it. And then this grass skyline is awful. God, these guys are impossible. No. Okay, it's getting difficult. The game is getting more difficult, which is what we wanted. But I don't know if we wanted that much more difficult. Definitely need a headshot multiplier. You feel robbed if you're shooting at the headshot, but nothing happens. So we got to figure out how to fix this lighting map that's horrendous. Because it's just not it. It's not it at all. I just wanted to use the tree-lined driveway 4K EXR for the lighting, not for the actual visuals, if that makes sense. Isn't that how you utilize those files? Like, I would rather just the backgrounds be nice blue sky and cloudy and clouds or whatever. I also got to figure out how to, like, I don't think this is how you use the grass texture. Like, I don't know if we have to make because this is just definitely not how you use it. I don't know if we have to make little pieces of grass that stick up or something like that to actually make it 3D. Because this is not good. This is terrible. Done. EXR is used correctly. Provides realistic outdoor lighting on metallic surfaces. Okay. Ooh. Alright, this is better. I wonder if there's a cloud texture that we can find somewhere, and I wonder what we can possibly do about this grass, because it's not good. It's bad. It's got to go. Let me share with it what the grass looks like. Capture. Let me. All right, let me find clouds. Or just different grass that's not this. Ground. Let's see, wispy grass. Like, this might be better. This is like more just regular grass looking. We'll download this and then See if they have something for the sky, for like clouds. No clouds. What about, oh, jungle leaves, dude. Let's go to organic. Fungus. Highway lane. Rock and stone. Trees and plants. Yes. Oh, this is gonna be good. We're gonna get some sick trees going. Let's download some bark. Let's download some leaves. Let's see if we can do it. I'm just dropping these files into the leaves and the bark and the grass. I just added leaves, pine tree bark, and a different version of grass 1. Can you have the grass 1 instead of the stylized grass that we have currently? And then can you make trees with the pine tree bark and the leaves? Let's see what we got. The fat guys need to be even slightly more nerfed. They're still a little bit too difficult right now. Just the tiniest bit though. All right. So I think we're going to get the grassland area dialed in. We're going to get the fat guys dialed in, and then we're going to end it there for today. Tomorrow, we'll add maybe some different gun types and some, like, movement buffs. And we'll see if that makes it more fun. We just got to keep adding variety and shit. Alright, it says found everything. The grass 1 textures have slightly different naming. Let me check the leafy opacity texture too. That's key for transparent leaves. Awesome. This can either be great or really bad. And I feel like we should probably bring down the yes. Of course. We should probably bring down the lighting a little bit because it's kind of bright. I don't know, but the space one is dark, so it's kind of nice that this one is bright and then the other one is dark. I'm definitely going to have the lunar surface go first, but I'm just going to dial this one in, and then I'll put it to afterwards. I don't know why these guys still feel pretty dark, even with the lighting and stuff. Like, maybe I should try a different lighting file. These guys are fucking terrifying. I might have made them too weak now, though. Alright, if we pass this wave, it should show us if it goes to the moon. Finally. Oh my god. Come on. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah, these guys are way too dark. I gotta lighten this up. I don't know how to, though. No! Is this fit? It is. I gotta find it. I gotta find a thing. Let me see. Oh my god. Alright, last guy. Alright, it should switch to the moon now. Come on. Oh, wow. That was really seamless. What the f... I think I'm going to have it switch every single time if it's going to be that seamless. Dude, that was so good. There's no way it works that fast on online, though. I mean, I can't believe how performant 3JS is. Oh, well, now it's fucking completely fucking up. Alright, we're gonna have to fix that. But it's, like, insanely performant. Alright, did this finish? Yeah, it did. Let's, refresh this and see if we got trees now. Trees. Fix the lag first. It lags so bad. Fix it. What kind of hardware are you on? These trees are awful. The grass is way better though. So we're going to get rid of the trees and keep the grass. And we have to redo the lighting because the lighting is just terrible. Alright. Get rid of the trees, they're really bad, and just keep the new grass because it's much better. Possible mango. What are you on for, let me check the game. The actual... It is lagging right now. But it only lags in the beginning. I'm gonna send the updates through. And I wonder if it lags on I wonder if it plays that good on Safari. Definitely not as good, no. Like in Chrome, it's so good. But in Safari, it's not good. I wish I knew what that guy was playing on. Like, I wish I knew if possible Mango. Oh, I'm on a MacBook Air M2 with 5K display and it lags badly both. I think that I have no cap on the resolution plus the frame rate. So it's probably trying to utilize, like, it's probably trying to do too much. Let me see if I can dial it back. Also, I'm going to stop. I'll send the updates that I made to the server because it feels like it's way better with the new updates. And I also want to have it change the map every round. Because then you could have like 3 maps, 3 different enemy types, and then it would feel like a lot more. I guess not every round, but. Because you see, for me, even when I load up the. When I load it up from the server, like, yeah, it lags in the beginning, but then after that, it's totally Gucci. Like, there's no lag at all. It's 60 frames per second, fine. But I think that might be because, like, you're on a 5K resolution, and maybe it's too much for the server to, or I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I'll ask Claude. I have someone playing the game on a MacBook Air M2 with a 5K display, and it's lagging really bad for them. It doesn't lag for me at all. I'm playing on a 1440p monitor, limited to 60 frames per second, on a M5 MacBook Pro. Maybe we should put some limiters in place so that it can only go up to like 80 frames or something like that at maximum, and then like have resolution cap or something like that, so it's capped at like 1440p or something. I don't know. Can you just look through all the files in general and make sure that everything is set up to be as high performant running on the server as possible? We'll see. Trees are gone. New grassy texture stays. Let's see how this looks. All right, this looks way better. The sky is awful. I hate the sky. I'm just gonna say get rid of the sky in general. Can you get rid of the clouds in the sky for now? They look really bad. I don't know why I have to tell it. It looks really bad. I feel like it's so rude. But, whatever. Sometimes when I send 2 Claude windows at once like that, it's a little sketchy because, like, it's definitely going to have a little bit of overlap. And hopefully they just don't fuck each other up. But we'll see. Yeah, so like my main thing was like I figured I would make a really good looking game and then figure out how I can dial it back so that it runs awesome. Like sort of have no limits at all, make the game as good as possible, and then start taking things away to make it so that it doesn't lag and shit like that. Which might be a backwards way of doing it, but I don't know. The main issues for the 5K display: pixel ratio 2 on 5K, rendering at 5120 by way too many pixels, no frame cap, set animation loop runs at display, refresh rate 120 Hz on newer Macs, camera far plane is 2000, can be reduced, resize doesn't cap pixel ratio. Let me fix all of this. And let me check if there's also any other performance sinks. The shadow map dust particles at 1024 is fine. Decals are capped at 80, good. The setup looks solid. The M2 Air should run much smoother now. Okay, can you send all of these updates to the server? And all of the new files we added so that the server is the same as the local? We're gonna move that just in case. Alright, enemy death animation is lagging for me. It lags about 5 seconds after load and then lags when I kill. Okay. That's good news. That's good feedback. We'll tell it that. I just tested it a bit more. It lags when I kill enemies. Particles must be the issue. Oh, that's a good point. The particles when the person is killed? Yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna say, got this feedback. Could the particles when killing an enemy be causing the lag issues? Let's see. Already get dialed in. And I haven't even revisited the mobile, because I think for the game it has to be able to work on mobile as well, which is going to be a whole other nightmare. But we shall see. What software are you using to stream? I'm using OBS. Using OBS, brother. Let me check the explosion/blood cleanup code in the updated loop. Loop. Let me see how the sky looks with no clouds real quick. Alright, this is a good canvas. This is a great canvas to start with. Like if we change the rocks to something else, like, oh, we can make like little chests or something like that. And then we know we need to update the lighting, because the lighting right now is way too dark or something. I don't know what is up with the lighting actually. We need more power-ups too. Like maybe they could drop a key. Oh yeah, they could drop a key and then there's like a locked chest somewhere that's sort of like a mystery box that opens and gives you like a serious power-up. Of sorts. I think that could be fun and cool. I'm also not sure if the map needs to be quite this big. Alright. Net result per kill 14, 12. Here's what I found. Explosion chunks. 12 meshes with 12 new materials per kill. 6 meshes sharing 4 per allocated materials. Removed point light per explosion. Dynamic lights are expensive. Forces extra render passes. Chunks shrink out instead of opacity fade. Net result 14 allocations plus 12. Here's what I fixed. Alright, let's see if this is way better. Can you please send all of these updates to the server? Brother, if you're still here and you want to press Shift Command R after I send this update to the server, then that would be fantastic. I'll let you know when it's done in 1 second here, and then maybe we can see if the particles are better. Oh, hold on. It's not live yet. It's not live yet. Give it 1 second. Give it 1 second. Thank you, Mango. I appreciate you. You're the GOAT. Just syncing everything. Not live yet. No, where's the gun? That's not good. It is still syncing. Waiting for the deploy to finish. Man, it's taking forever. Hold on, I'll be right back. What's up? What's up? Yeah, it's sort of day one. I was doing a little bit of I'm messing around with some shit beforehand, but yeah, it's mostly a fresh start. We have we got some lag issues we're dealing with right now, Ethan. We're trying to figure out. If you want to load the game up, it's at don'tdie.wtf, and I'm updating the server right now, actually, so that I don't think you'll be able to load it, but it'll be up soon. Basically, we're making like Call of Duty Zombies type thing with a couple different maps. So like every 4 waves, it'll update. And right now, we're trying to build a map that's not the moon. This is going to be like a forest map eventually. Let's see. I can confirm that it's much smoother now. All right, all right. We're headed in the right direction. Let me see, let me see. It's not even updated yet though, fully. I mean, it will be, but not yet. And why do I not have a gun? What in the hell? I mean, it's still copying files, so maybe that's part of the issue. But I don't know how that's possible. And it also doesn't have any of the textures or anything like that. Oh shit, I just lost my light. Doesn't load after Command Shift R and weapon is not displayed. I think it's because it's still because it works locally. I think it's because it's still updating maybe? No. Let me see. All right. Weapon is not loading and textures are not loading either now on the server, but they are working locally. It's annoying because I can't just have like a straight up like I'm used to with regular development, like I can have just a Git file and I can just obviously push it to Git, pull it to the server, and then deploy it on the server. But with games, since the files are so big, they're too big for Git. So like I have to do this weird thing where like it has to like copy paste files and shit on top of using Git for just like the raw code, which is probably not the best setup for this. All right, it says the cache location blocks matches.gltf, but the issue is MIME types. Let me check again what Nginx thinks. The best way to do this would probably be to just straight up vibe code it on the server. And then I don't have to worry about making it match locally and in there, because this is what it's supposed to look like. But we are getting no gun. It's going through and it's reading, trying to figure out the differences between the local file and the server file, which I don't understand why it can't just like copy over the large assets and make sure that the code matches based on like the Git, you know? The way it's supposed to be set up is that it's doing like Git ignore on the textures and like the assets that are big, and then everything else is just a regular Git repo, and so it should pull that and push it. But somewhere along the lines, they got fucked up. And this is like the most annoying part of vibe coding is now you have to try to like wrestle it into working correctly. Oh, I think it might have fixed it. Let's see. We have to make that initial load faster. It's just too long. Alright, so we have grass. We have no gun. Gun is not showing. It's funny because the gun works, but it's not showing. Opus is running so slow on this. 4 minutes on this one task. So annoying. Alright, we might I might call it for here and see if I can get this updated. I don't know. How long have we been live for? 108 minutes. It's not 2 hours yet. It's still 403. This could be a permission issue. It was just working though. Oh, it might have fixed it. No, it definitely did not fix it. Why is it back on the moon? God, this is so weird. Huh. It's like it took everything back. All the changes we made are now gone. I don't have any of the local stuff like the new map or any of that. Yes, the server game doesn't match the local game at all. It's completely different.
Why? It's currently unable to handle this request. Site is behind Cloudflare, which is caching. No, it's not. Nginx config is valid. No new errors. The 502. Alright, I'm going to try to redo it in Cloudflare, but I do not think that's the issue at all here. Basically, it thinks that Cloudflare is caching an old version of the website, and it wants me to purge it. So I have a new one. There's we had 800 people. How's it even possible? $170. Oh man. Alright, caching, configuration, purge everything. Purge request successfully received. Changes should take effect in less than 5 seconds. Let's see. Nope. No, it is completely outdated on the server. Can you make sure that you push everything to get from local? You commit and push everything to get from local and then pull it on the server. Also, make sure that we have all the files needed. Super annoying. All right, well, that's doing that. We got to figure out what we're going to do with these, with this, because this looks like shit. Like, we should probably change these rocks to something that fits much better. So there's not gold and purple rocks in the grassy part. And then I don't know. Yeah, I know they're huge right now. I haven't optimized it yet. They're way too heavy. Assets needs optimization. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I don't really know anything about them, to be honest. This is my first time doing anything game-wise. But I think that Claude said that there was some sort of, like, compression or something like that that it can do. All right, so it's repulling the Git repo and sending over the assets again so that it is going to be fixed. Is there anything we can do to compress some of the bigger files like the sky map EXR, the star map 4K EXR, character FBX, the normal OGL, arms base color? All of that stuff is really heavy. It's like 150 plus megabytes. Can we optimize this anyway? Keeps telling me to purge it, but I've never had to do that before. I don't know. Oh, I think this time might work. Okay. Seems like that's better. It's running pretty lag-free for me, but it was running lag-free before also, so. I don't know. The site is serving 1.24 gigabytes total, with the browser downloading 220 megabytes of EXR alone. Let me audit and fix this. Oh man, if I can get this dialed down, that would be amazing. Except for now the next wave is not working. What? Yeah, it's not working. It's really weird. I don't think it does that on local either. I'm gonna hide that server IP there. Let's see if it does it on local. Nope, it doesn't. On the server, it never progresses past wave 1, even when you kill all the enemies. It does not do this on local. Let's see if we can find some better lighting for this shit. HDR environment map. Oh, what is skies? Can we just have like a badass sky that's real? Like this? like, I feel like we want the sun to be kind of up in the middle. That way there. That way they're not like completely dark when they're running at you. I don't know. Straight afternoon. Files matched with the wave progression issues likely Cloudflare still serving cache. No, it's not. We're gonna try to update. We're gonna try to purge Cloudflare again and see if it'll let me progress. All right, Cloudflare has been purged again. Let's see. Nope. Still doesn't move on. No, I purged everything on Cloudflare, but something is wrong. The server is not progressing to wave 2 for some reason, even after all the enemies have been eliminated. This is not a problem on local, which is weird. Says files are identical. The issue must be the fact guy model fails to load in the server, so wave 2 enemies never spawn. Yeah, that has to be it. It says that it's going to add cache busting query strings, but that's not going to fix it. I don't think so. And then over here, it is doing PNG quant opti ping, which is crazy. They're 2K now, but the PNGs are still huge because PNG is lossless. Let me convert the high detail texture normals albedos to optimize PNGs as maximum compression and also convert non-HDR to JPEG. Yikes. Model texture shrank nicely, 13 megabytes to 3 megabytes. Cool, cool, cool. Improve Nginx gzip config to compress. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I should be checking this. This made it much worse. And we have nothing coming in. Alright. So I think we're calling it right there. We got a new map. We kind of fucked it up on the server, but I'm going to fix that this afternoon. But I think overall, we're in a cool spot. We have a new map that's sick, and we're optimizing the assets to work better. But we got to just keep adding variety, so that when the judges pick up the game, every level feels new and fun. And as you're playing the level, things are happening constantly. You know, since it's a game that loads immediately in the browser and there's no like recurring memory or anything like that, it's like kind of like a one and done thing. It needs to almost be like a TikTok kind of game where it's just like super high dopamine. There's like new stuff going on, new shit happening, flashing in your face. But we'll be back. Maybe tomorrow.